Hi parents, I'm making a video to tell you how excited I am that we're starting Rocking Through the Alphabet today. Each day, your child will be focusing on one letter of the alphabet. It's super important that your child's here every day because during this time, we're going to learn the letters, we're going to learn the sounds they make, and we're going to start combining sounds to begin reading. Now, I know some of your children may be reading and others don't know any of the letters, maybe not even the letters in their name. So we're going to be reaching each child's need to make them very successful this year in kindergarten. I'm super excited, and each day is going to be amazing. Today, as we rock through the alphabet, your child's going to receive some Rockstar sunglasses and have a picture in our little photo booth. Each morning, they'll have a puppet. Now, we use a program called HMH, Into Reading, and they have these really cute Alpha Friends videos. So today's character is Al Alligator, and Al Alligator is going to teach us the A sound for the letter A. Also at your child's seat will be some pictures, 6 pictures of things that begin with the letter A for your child to color. When we get done with our attendance, we're going to get those puppets on our hand, we're going to rock out and sing to our Alpha Friends songs, and I've made up little songs to the tune of Old MacDonald Has a Farm. So for today, pardon my singing, I'm not a great singer, we'll be singing Al Alligator has a swamp, ah, 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 and in his swamp he has an ambulance, ah, 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 with an ah here and an ah there, here and ah, there and ah, everywhere and Al Alligator has a swamp, ah, 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 ah. Your child will be bringing those pictures and the puppets home. I'd like you to hide those pictures and do a little scavenger hunt with the puppet. You can also find other things that begin with the letter A around your home. Maybe some spices, maybe some fruit, things that begin with the letter A that make that A sound. It's also important that we teach the children the proper way to say the sounds. For example, a lot of times for the letter B, instead of saying B, like at the beginning of bear, we want to put that U behind it and say buh, or instead of T, instead of saying T, we want to say tuh. That makes it hard when we start sounding out a word. For example, if the word is bat, there's no U in that. And so if we're saying buh instead of buh, it makes sounding out the word. So as you're practicing the letter sounds, try and just say the sound and not put any other sounds with the letter. That's going to be a great help. Now, I did test each of the children the first couple of days of school, and I've put children into groups. So let's just kind of walk through the day, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. So your child comes in today, they're going to be super excited, they're going to put on their Rockstar sunglasses, get their picture taken, and start coloring their puppet. Each day during our 26 letters, that's how their day's going to begin. Then after we've sung our songs, we're going to come to the carpet and we're going to read a story that has the A sound. So today we're going to be reading 10 apples up on top, and we'll also be singing some songs like 5 Little Monkeys Teasing Mr. Alligator. Ask your child what book they read today and if they learn any songs. We also do a lot of Jack Hartman videos, and we will be singing at least 3 alphabet songs each day. I've learned that if children can see it, hear it, move, say it, it really just helps that learning stick. After we've had our story time, we're going to be working on something called phonemic awareness. Now, everybody's heard about phonics. Phonics is when we see the letters and we put those letters with sounds, and we're going to be working on that too. It's really important. But phonemic awareness is the manipulation of sounds. So, for example, we do rhyming words. We do things like cup, cake. Put it together and it makes cupcake. Then we get into smaller chunks, like for example, k, up. Put that together and make cup. Then we go down to the single phoneme level where we're saying a word. Let's say we want to sound out cup. K, p. Put that together and it makes cup. Most of the children at this point cannot do that. So even if they know each of those letter sounds in cup, they're not able to put them together to form the word cup. So we're going to be practicing that every day. So at the end of the 26 letters, when they do know their letters, they're able to put them together and begin reading little words. You are really going to be a great help at home going over their daily work. Are they able to form those letters? Do they need extra practice? Are they holding their pencil correctly? Are they completing their classwork? Now, after we've had our group time, we're going to move into small groups, and that's where those assessments I did at the beginning of the year come into play. We have 4 different ability groups, and I'll be meeting with each group. So the children who already know their letters, we're going to focus more on writing the letters and reading words with those letters. The children who don't know their letters, we're going to really focus on matching the capitals and lowercase and learning the letter names and their sounds, looking at words that begin with that sound. So each child's education will be somewhat individualized. While they're meeting with me in small group, the other children will be doing exciting things too. We've got dot painting our letters. We have 5 literacy centers where they go and practice those skills. There's a rhyming center, there's a syllable center, there's an alphabet center. There's 5 different centers. They go to one each day. And then at their seats, they're going to be making a little hat or crown that has that character that we made a puppet with. So today they're going to be making alligator swamp hats, practicing writing their letters and finding pictures that begin with that A sound. Now, at my table, we are going to be working on some print concepts, tracking print. How many words are in a sentence? If I say the word red, what does the word red look like on paper? We're also going to be working on learning something called heart words. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what is a heart word. You might have learned them as sight words or high frequency words. You might have been told by a teacher that you just had to memorize them, don't sound them out. Well, through the science of reading, we've learned that a word like said, we don't have to just sound it out. We can look at it and parts of this word make sense. For example, the s at the beginning makes sense. The d at the end of said makes sense. But there is part of that word that we have to learn by heart, and that's why it's called a heart word. So that AI, they're being really crazy, they're not making their sound, they're making that short E sound, eh. And so we've got to put that AI part into our hearts and learn it by heart. And so that's what we're going to do. Your child will learn approximately 50 to 100 heart words this school year. It just kind of depends on where they are in their learning. We're also going to be reading a little book, and I've got the A1 here, my A book. Each day they're going to have one of these, and I want you to get excited with your child. They are going to have this book memorized. They can probably read it with their eyes going this way, but I want you to read every night with your child, and I want you to get excited and celebrate their success. Really encourage them. Wow, I can't believe it. You're already a reader. You're reading books. Get excited. We want our children to feel empowered and successful and smart right from the start. That school is great, that I'm great at it, that I'm doing my best. And so here's our heart word, the ambulance, the ant. We're learning a lot of skills when we're doing this. We're learning about tracking print. We're getting some of those heart words into our hearts. We're learning beginning sounds. And then on the back, there's a place for 4 people to sign their names that they've read with your child. So mom could sign it all 4 times. Mom, dad, call grandma and read it to her over the phone. An older brother or sister, a baby sister. A parent could write the baby sister's name. So it really doesn't matter who they read to. It could even be the dog, just as long as they've read the book at least 4 times. So every night at home, they've got their alphabet puppet, their little scavenger hunt. You're going to go over work and make sure they were successful, reinforce anything they need help with, and you're going to read that book. All of that should take probably about 15 minutes a night. And if you will set that time aside and have your child here and present for those 26 days, I promise you that your child is going to be successful. Over the years, I've been teaching kindergarten now for about 24 years, and I find at least 90 to 100% of my students will know their letters and sounds and beginning to read by that beginning of October mark. So super excited to be starting it today. Hope all our little rock stars are here and excited, and your teacher is ready to teach them. So have fun tonight going over your little puppets, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Have a great day.